Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Simply Unjaded. This is your girl Jade. Duh, it's me. So I'll owe everybody an apology about my inconsistency of YouTuber, Instagram, whatever I'm trying to do. I'm sorry for not being as consistent as I should be. It is hard. It's hard. Like, YouTube itself is a whole job, and I have 3 jobs. So, like, with YouTube, 4. So, but anyways, those are excuses, and excuses are tools of the incompetent that build monuments to nothing. So, we're back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about what you can do to prepare for law school in your junior, like pretty much from like sophomore to senior year. And if you are like me, taking a year off and then getting back into grad school, and I'm going to grad school and then I'm going to law school. So here's some tea, some truths that no one told me that I didn't know, because I didn't know when I found my YouTubers, when I found my YouTube family, which is like, I'll link them below, like Talking with Tamaya, other YouTubers and such that were already in law school, it was too late. So here's what I can say, like, I feel like you should do. So 1, figure out when you're trying to be. And I mean, some of these things might sound like super like duh, but like I said, these are things no one told me. And I feel like as my job, as your sister who's going through this with you, your friend who's right there rooting for you, someone needs to tell you. So anyways, the first thing you need to do is figure out when you're trying to be admitted to law school. So you might be a sophomore in college. You can even be a freshman and you know you want to be a lawyer. A freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, graduate, post-grad life, and you want to become an attorney. You need to figure out, number 1, when you're trying to be admitted into law school. So whether it's fall 2021, fall 2020, whenever semester, you need to figure out when you want to go to law school, right? So that's step 1. Step 2 is figuring out, after you figure out your law school, you then need to figure out when you're going to take your LSAT. Because that's the test that you must take. So for those who are new, who don't know what the LSAT is, the LSAT stands for the Law School Admissions Test. You must take the LSAT if you're going to go to law school. You have to. I'm lying. That is the standard test. Most law schools, there's like 200. There, probably 190 of them take the LSAT. There are some that will take GRE and GMAT scores, but that is rare. So you need to take your LSAT. I would say take the LSAT over the GRE any day if you're going to law school. And then I would figure out, I have a checklist on my blog. I will link, I think I've linked it in another video. I will share with you the checklist that I created. Yes, I don't know if this helps you, but it helps me. I'm very detail oriented. I need to see things, the location, the cost per semester, the cost of living in those areas. Is this an area that is really like on my if I'm applying to like maybe 5 or 6 law schools, ranking them 1 to 6 or 1 to whatever, however many law schools you're doing, as far as, is this an area that I would like to live in? Is this an area that I can see a life in? And also keeping in mind that wherever you go to law school, that's the state you're taking the bar for. So if you don't want to practice if you want to live in Wyoming, but you're going to school in California, it's 2 different bars. So not saying that it can't be done, but it's just something to be mindful of, and something that you might be a little bit apprehensive, or something to really think about in your quest to finding a law school that's going to work for you. With that being said, also rewind. you need to you need to register yourself on the Law School Admission Council website, which is LSAC. People will say in like slang, Law School Admissions Council is LSAC. Law School Admissions Test is LSAT. So you're paying for those things because whenever they write your letters of recommendation, asking for letters of recommendation pretty early on, you're going to need them. So go ahead. So recommendation, LSAT sends them a link in which the professor uploads a file straight to LSAT so that you don't see it at all. I mean, if your professor wants to show you, then they can show you, but they designed it to where like there's no like trade-off between the professor to the student to the school. It's just straight from professor, upload it, and then it's sent off to the schools. So asking for your letters of recommendation, so it's not last minute. You're trying to go to law school in the fall and you're asking for your letter of recommendation in July, which is like, you know, last minute. So that's something else that you need to do. So just to go back over my to-dos of these things is 1, figuring out when you're trying to go to law school. 2, taking your LSAT. 3 is going to be registering yourself on the Law School Admissions Council website, which does cost money. And 4 is going to be asking for those letters of recommendation. And also with the letters of recommendation, when you're submitting those requests or asking your professors, you also need to get your school to send in your transcripts. You can send them in electronically, I believe, or they have to mail them. Whenever I registered on the Law School Admissions Council, you had to have your your transcripts mailed in. So getting them mailed in so that you're not waiting, like get all this stuff taken care of. You can also always update your transcripts. I mean, because if you're still in school, if you're, you know, a sophomore, a junior, a freshman, whatever, you know, your grades and your transcripts are constantly being updated, you know, every 6 months because you've completed a new semester. Congratulations to you, woohoo. But just in case you get admitted or accepted in that, you know, period in between the update, you know, you've already got a transcript on file on lock. So these are my little tips for you. These are things that I think I wish I had people to like explicitly tell me, like step by step, play by play, this is the tea, this is what it is. Because I didn't. And because I didn't, and I learned these things along my journey a little bit after the fact, I figured I would just share with y'all everything that I've learned. So, everything regarding this, because we're still learning. I'm still learning, growing, and experiencing new things on this journey to this day. So thank you for coming back, being a follower, tuning into my channel. We're coming back with consistency. We're trying to get consistency, but guys, it is so hard to get like content to like figure out like, okay, this is what I want to make a video on. This is what I don't want to make a video on. This is when I need to make a video on. So if you have any suggestions on things that you want, don't want to see from me, then let me know. And I will do my best to do you guys the right way. Again, I'm sorry for my like delay and my absence. Thank you for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you're a subscriber, like comment so we can, so we can be in touch. So you're a part of the family. So thank you guys and peace out.